Now I got a little trickier on this last one with a couple of things. We know that sine is always a little more difficult to find the answers because we have to use the shape of the graph to help us. Also I've gone with a fraction here, I've gone with a half x. So that's going to complicate things. And also I've gone negative 180 to 180 as well, rather than going 0 to 360. So we're going to have to be careful when we do this question. First of all, I don't like this, I don't like the fraction, so I'm going to do my u sub, let u equal x over 2. So the question becomes sine u equals negative 3/5. Also need to change the limits as well. So I'm going to plug each of these x values into this formula. So negative 180 divided by 2 gives me negative 90, and 180 divided by 2 gives me positive 90. So that's my limits for this question, negative 90 to 90. Now I can find my value by doing inverse sine. Oops. And that seems to have disappeared. Let me get rid of everything here. There we go. It was down here, couldn't quite see it. Let me extend the page a little bit so I can see it a little clearly as well. So I did inverse sine of negative 3/5, and I got negative 37. Now I've got to try and find my other answer as well, so this is where that picture comes in helpful. So this is what sine looks like. Here's my negative 3/5 below the axis, and what we actually got, our principal value is this value here. So we know this now is 37 degrees away from 0. We know this point is 180, so this point here must be 37 degrees, as it's to the right of 180, greater than 180. So that's where I got 217 from. Now, once we've got those two answers, remember we can add 360 as many times as we like, which is what the little comment says over here. So we can add 360, we can add 360. We can go the other way as well, and as we have negative limits for this question, we can subtract 360 and we can subtract 360. Now, the reason I put all these in a different colour is, remember our original limits were negative 90 to 90, so this number doesn't count, neither does this. In fact, we only ended up with one answer. Now, if you remember, when we did 3x, we had 3 lines of answers, and when we did 2x, we had 2 lines of answers. So actually, for this one, with it being a half of x, we actually just have half a line of answers for this question. So not such a big surprise, actually, for this one. Once we got the u value, we then have to go back and find the x value. So our original equation was x equals u over 2. So if we rearrange it, to solve for x, then multiply both sides by 2, so u equals 2x, so times the u value by 2, and I'm missing a negative sign here, as you can see, so x equals negative 74. So whether it's sine, cosine or tangent, we can still apply those same methods, but get used to that idea of finding your principal value, finding the second value, setting it up in columns, and then adding on 360s to find all your additional answers, or subtracting 360 to find your other answers as well.